And Ed, how you doing, buddy?
All right, just walked in the door, let the dogs out, heated up the amplifier. Do you want to do an A-B test?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm hanging out for. I was waiting for you.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. This is A, Mary had a little lamb. B, Mary had a little lamb. B, Mary had a little lamb. A, Mary had a little lamb. And they're both set to 200 to 2800. I don't know which one you like better.
Well, what is the difference if they're both set to 200 to 2800? What is the difference in the A and the B?
One's mid and one's wide.
On the microphone?
No, on the setting and function. But they're both set the same. But I heard that the audio is different. Did you notice any difference in the audio?
I didn't notice a dime's worth of difference, but give it to me again and let me listen one more time.
All right, there's A, Mary had a little lamb, A, this is Kilo India 4, Yankee Tango Victor, and now B, Mary had a little lamb. Did you notice any difference?
I noticed no difference at all, Ed. I just overall, I've noticed that maybe you might be just a tad hot into your ALC, where you're running about a dB.5 dynamic range as opposed to a 3, but no big thing there. But there is no difference. Now, if you would go to 100 to 2900 versus 800 to 2800, I'd like to see that comparison.
Okay, buddy, that's where I probably started out. Hold on, I got to go in the menu real quick.
Yeah, I usually recommend setting all of those three settings to 100 to 2900 because there's no reason to compromise on the setting of that radio. It should be a wide band, 100 to 2900, so you keep that full top end articulation.
All right, I'm at full right now, 100 to 2900. And this is A, Mary had a little lamb, A, and I'll do it O, and now on B, Mary had a little lamb, B.
Yes, sir, I could hear A much better from the top-end articulation aspects versus B. There's a noticeable frequency, top-end frequency roll when you went from 2900 to 2800, Roger.
And which would you like better, A or B, or are they the same to you?
I like the wider frequency response because you have a cleaner sounding audio. Your top end is more forthcoming in that 100 to 2900, Roger. It's only slightly amount, but it is nonetheless more articulated than the 2800 rollout.
Well, they're both set there. I'm just making the switch, okay? Let's see, there's A, Mary had a little lamb, A, B, and Mary had a little lamb, B, A, I don't know, now I'm on A. Did you notice any difference between the high, the mid? This is B, A, B.
That time it both sounded pretty much the same. So I'm not sure what you're rolling in your different selections for bandpass, but just be my simple offering that you would always be better in the 100 to 2900 mode as far as articulation, because if you run in that 2800 mode, you'll be 100 cycle top end performance less than the 2900. Roger.
Roger. Well, okay. Other people had noticed the difference between wide and mid on the setting, even though they were set the same. I don't know if I'm just too much of a signal for you, or who knows. But I mean,
frequency's in use, sir. Frequency is in use.
So I don't know. I'm going to keep it on mid 100 to 2900. I think it tightens up the pattern of the
frequency is in use, sir. Frequency is in use.
Big station, and I don't want to splatter either.
Yeah, Roger, Ed. Well, you know, what can I tell you? I would just recommend the 100 to 2900. Every 7300 I've ever heard always has sounded better in the 100 to 2900 mode. Roger.
Okay, I did notice the difference between mid and wide on the SDR, with the settings the same. And I just didn't know if you could copy that or not. A few people had said leave it on the mid. They said it was cleaner. So I don't know. Who knows? A lot of people had said it. So I didn't know if you noticed the difference.
Yeah, last time I checked, now there was one time when you were running 2900 and then you switched to 2800. You know, there's definite frequency response difference in the top end.
All right, well, I'm just done with work. I got in the house. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. How you been?
I've been doing pretty good. Hey, I just was wondering about your EQ. Do you have your mid-range flat on your... Well, of course you do. You only have 2-band EQ on the 7300. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm set here. I think I'm, let's see. My tone, bass is +3 and my treble's +2.
I'd kick that treble on up a couple of clicks.
All right, there's 334444.
Now, I would have kept your bottom end where it was and boosted your treble EQ two plus from where you were.
I did. I went from 2 to 4. I'm on 4 with the treble.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That helps. That helps. It's got a little more bite to it, a little more intelligibility, Roger.
Yeah, well, you know how it is when you listen to the SDR, even if you record the thing, when you play it back because it's your own voice, you think you sound funny.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, what I've noticed in SDR, since I usually run 4 each session, that they're pretty good, but they do have low-frequency rollout. SDRs, internet SDRs tend to roll out at 300 cycles or so, whereas my local receivers good down to 100 cycles, Roger.
That guy's wide. I think he went to wide. He sounds like a kazoo, you hear?
Yeah, Zulu. All right, man, I am past my time here. I got to get out, Ed. But good talking at you, sir, and you have a real good afternoon, beautiful weekend. And again, you know, we are recording, so if you want to hear it, you go to YouTube, do the call letter search, KC9VKV plus today's date, 1/22/21, will take you right to this recording, Roger.
Yeah, I'll look at a couple days. And by the way, like you, I find those SDRs to be fantastic for running nets, because it seems like a lot of people can hear me that I can't hear. Whether they're running compromised equipment or low wattage or compromised antenna, it helps a lot running the net. Instead of asking people if they're back to net, you can hear them on the SDR when they're just a little scratch on my radio. KI4YTV. All right, Jim. Have a nice day.
Roger, Roger, Ed, 73. This is KC9VKV, and as I look at the clock on the wall, I see a dead fly. No, I got to get out of here. We've enjoyed it. Hope you have. For anybody that participated, again, if you want to hear your audio, we have been recording now live till 5:25. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by today's date, 1/22/21, that will take you directly to this recording. Now, if you just did a call letter search of KC9VKV, that would take you to our Qso-Vlog page, where we're now running 1,470 some odd Qso-Vlog recordings. But we got to get out of here now, and we will be returning this frequency back to regular amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV, and we will be clear.